what that was all about.
What a Townsend plan was?
Yeah.
I can look it up and see.
Yeah,
I can probably figure something out.
yeah, that would be odd. And I was about 14 to 15.
The meetings down at the Grange Hall,
Yeah,
they were?
in
Huh.
South Montville. Yeah, that's the only ones I ever went to that I could remember. I know I burned my arm, and I was out there one time, and I think
How did you burn your arm?
gasoline. Uh, Foot of Ruffingham Hill, the Jacksons lived there. Uh, Frank Jackson, Fred Jackson. Fred was murdered up on another road.
Really? In Searsmont?
Montville.
Okay.
Somewhere up in Montville, head up towards Freedom. Fred and Frank were coming home from a dance, I think, and they had a woman with them, or two, and this guy was jealous, and he brought a gun with him, and he followed them or something, and it seems like they went off the road and just parked, and Fred said something to the guy, and the guy shot him.
Hmm.
And Fred and Frank were twins, I think. Of course, that bothered Frank, and his mother bothered her the rest of her life, you know. And let's see.
Burning your arm. About burning your arm.
Oh yeah. In that same house, Avis Jackson and another one had left, and one guy, Avis, let's see if anyway, I think the older one had left, and left a son there, probably was 10 or 12 years old. So he wanted some gasoline. We'd been draining gasoline out of the car there, I believe, to put in the tractor. So when I siphoned it out, some of it went, I had long sleeves on, went down my sleeve, and I can't think of his name, but anyway, he had a can, and I put some gas in it. He wanted some gas. He lit it and got it too close to the garage, so I thought, well, this is too close, so I reached out and caught fire, and did quite a job. I had my arm bandaged up. The doctor in Liberty put a bandage on it. I take the bandage off and take the skin off with it, you know.
How old were you?
I think probably 15. So I'd go out there to that Townsend meeting. Some of us guys, 12, 15 years old, and Bernard Jackson. I think Bernard is still alive in Rockland, Maine. He had a brother, Roland. Roland was there over there to that place, Townsend meeting. I remember some of the guys, older people, asked what happened to your arm, you know. I held it this way so long that it healed like that. So the skin was healed too, and so once in a while I'd take it down. I'd have to put it down this way and pry it down to get it open, you know. And so finally it healed up, except for the scar, and I don't see that too much. Good thing it was on my face somewhere. They kept that 29 Chevrolet 4-door in the garage down there. And that's where that was one he was shot in. So they never used it. They put it in of course they're all dead now. I don't know about the young fellow, but the kid that was, I kept in contact with him for a long time. He lived not too far from where my youngest brother built a house.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to drive by that house. Yeah, I'm probably 4 or 5 years older than he, so he'd be 90 or close to it if he was still around. I've seen him twice, a few times since then. Since that time, not much, but a few times. Fred and Frank. Can't think of the kid's name.